Yo, what's up everybody? I'm here to show you how to drill a hole through the firewall on a Dodge Caliber. This car right here, this is a 2007 Dodge Caliber RT with a 2.4. I love this car, but we're not talking about the car today. We're just here to show you how to drill a hole through the firewall on a Dodge Caliber. So I'm doing my oiling chains, as you can see, but I decided to go ahead and teach you this because I'm drinking a little bit of beer, so I'm feeling pretty damn good. So anyway, we're here at the engine compartment. So what you're going to need to do is remove the battery, of course, remove the air box and all those hoses. And as you can see, I have some connections here, you know, for the battery. In my case, I'm connecting a power converter, but this will work good for if you're connecting like a sound audio amp for your speakers or whatnot. So, and you need access through your firewall. So as you can see, the red cable down there, okay, that's going through the firewall. So it took me a while to find this, to figure it out, troubleshoot it, but it works pretty damn good. So what you're gonna do is locate that little insulation panel that you see there. Okay, you see how it goes. This is a firewall, obviously, and right here you see that little additional panel. So that comes off. So if you remove that little plastic fastener knob right there, just screw that out, and then carefully remove that insulation panel out of there without ripping it. So you don't want to rip it, because then it's going to look ugly if you do rip it. So as you can see on the upper right hand side of that panel, I have cut that insulation piece. Okay, just sliced it right off, just to allow enough room for the cable to go through. And that's where you want to drill, right on the upper hand side of that corner right there. So in this case, I drilled 2 holes, okay, because I have 2 cables, a negative and a positive, as you can see here. Okay, so I have the clamps right there. I clamp it to the battery, and I have power. I have a 1500 watt power inverter on the rear of the car for miscellaneous purposes. So, but it works the same for an amp if you want to run cable. So depending on the size of the cable that you need to run for your amp, okay, in this case I have 0 gauge. So what I did, I drilled a small hole first, okay, on 2 holes, one for the negative, as you can see right below the negative, and then positive on top. So you drill the small hole first, and then you bring the bigger bit and you drill through it. Now I try to drill it a little bit bigger than what the actual cable is. The reason being is so that I can throw a little bit of silicone on the edges of the metal, because the metals are pretty sharp. Once you drill through them, they get pretty sharp. So in time, if you just throw your cable through the sharp metal there, the metal is going to end up cutting your cable through time with the vibrations and everything, causing it to spark and short out and even cause a fire. So the reason for me making the hole just a slightly bigger than the cable is so that I can throw a little bit of silicone around those sharp edges. Okay, so I did that, and then I let it dry overnight, and then I threw the cable in through that hole. So that gives secures the cable a little bit better and protects it a little bit more, so it doesn't cut it. Now when you throw the cable through there, you gotta be careful not to throw it in there too fast. Just finesse it, you know, throw it in there slowly so it does not pull the insulation out of the edges of that metal. So once you have the cable reach all the way to where you want it to go, you know, secure the cable by coming back and adding more silicone. So as you can see, the whole edges of that cable there is sealed with silicone, okay, so that no bugs or no air or debris goes in through there. So it's all secure, and it looks clean, it looks good. So it never moves, so it's all secure, and I use it all the time, you know, for, you know, powering purposes. I have a nice little inverter in the back, and I just hook that up whenever I need to. So in this case, I do have the air, whatchamacallit, here. I just unhook that, and then I just plug the clamps in whenever I need them. So, but that's how it goes. Oh, and let me show you on the inside part. you can see here, okay, this is a stick, okay, so clutch, brake, gas. So as you can see, the cut on the inside, what you want to do is drill this from the outside of the firewall, not from the inside. So I did a mistake up here. As you can see, that little hole in the upper left there, I ended up drilling that from the inside. Stupid me. Good thing I stopped, because if I would have continued that, I would have drilled right into the master cylinder, so that would have been a dumb move. But luckily I decided to do it from the outside, and as you can see, it's right above the gas module here, right above. It's only like about 3 inches, 3.5 inches to that bottom hole, and then you have the upper hole on top. But hopefully that helps you out. A good guide, again, like I said, is that upper right hand corner of that little patch up there of insulation. That's your guide. So hopefully that helps you out on a Dodge Caliber. It's a really good method, and you can hook up amps or whatever you need. So hope this helps you out. Let me know, comment, and subscribe if you want.